We understand to do and not to do something. Now we need to understand to do and not to do. Only with detachment from the idea of someone or something or one time and one place, concerned with doing and not doing. In this way, both of doing and not doing will be doing and not doing only of selfless impermanent nature. There will be understanding or not understanding with this teaching and practice. If you understand, you should detach from your understanding. By knowing the truth of understanding, which is selfless impermanent nature. Understanding is just understanding only. No one is understanding. Nothing is understanding. It will be the same for not understanding. If you don't understand this teaching and practice, you should try to detach from not understanding. By knowing the truth of not understanding, which is only selfless, impermanent nature. No one is not understanding. Nothing is not understanding. Not understanding is just not understanding only of selfless, impermanent nature. Understanding with attachment on oneself is just created understanding, not real. Understanding only with detachment is the cause of real understanding or enlightenment. Not understanding with attachment is also just created not understanding, not real. Detachment from not understanding is the cause of real understanding or enlightenment. Both of doing and not doing are also to be doing and not doing only. By knowing the truth of both of doing and not doing, which is cause and effect of ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. We are doing what we attach, and we are attaching what we do. We are not doing because of attachment or not doing. We are attaching on what we are not doing. Both of doing and not doing are concerned with attachment. We need to detach from both of whatever we are doing and not doing. Because of attachment on not practicing meditation, with sitting position, most of the people are not practicing sitting meditation. In order to detach from not practicing sitting meditation, we should practice sitting meditation like this. Besides sitting meditation, with stillness and silence of body and mind, is useful to detach from physical verve and mental action of ourselves and the other living beings. One of the objects in sitting position is present action of stillness and silence. The more we are mindful and practice to be stillness and silence, the more we can detach from physical verve and mental action of ourselves and the others, and also from the present happening or appearing action or sound or smell. or touchness of the body or knowing of the mind. When we are drinking or eating, we should detach from every action of drinking and eating with the knowing of ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. We should also detach from the taste of soft or strong, good or bad, with the knowing of the same selfless, impermanent nature. We should also detach from the knowing both tastes of soft or strong, with the knowing of the same selfless, impermanent nature. In this way, both of drinking or eating will be doing only, or drinking only, or eating only, with detachment from self and with the knowing of the same selfless, impermanent nature. In sitting meditation, there will be both of good and bad experience. Both of good and bad experience are to be experiencing only. With detachment from the idea of oneself, with the knowing of ever-changing, selfless, impermanent nature. We should detach from the life of ourself and the others. With the knowing of the same cause and effect of selfless, impermanent nature. we should also detach from the created time of day and night. Both of day and night are to use only with detachment from self or oneself, with the knowing of the same selfless impermanent nature. Besides, we should detach from both of doing and not doing, concern with us and the others. Both of doing and not doing are to be doing and not doing only. To be experiencing and not experiencing only. With detachment from self, with the knowing of the same selfless impermanent nature. Daily life or activities of non-meditators are nearly the same concern with the mind. Whatever they are doing or not doing, they are doing or not doing with attachment on oneself. Whatever they are knowing or not knowing, they are knowing or not knowing with attachment on oneself, or one person, or one thing, or one time, or one place. Whatever they are experiencing or not experiencing, they are experiencing or not experiencing with attachment on oneself. In this kind of doing and not doing, knowing and not knowing, experiencing and not experiencing, with attachment will continue one life after another endlessly. Even if the life may be changing from one life to another, but the same, doing and not doing, or knowing and not knowing, experiencing and not experiencing with attachment. In this way, the teardrops and blood of our endless life cycle will be more than the water of four oceans. This is the reminding of Buddha for all living beings. To understand the truth of all living beings. The true story of one living being is really unbelievable. We are happy together. Now we are meeting together. We are also crying together. We are also departing from each other. We dine together. We kill together. We are killed together endlessly. For sure. Because of not knowing the truth of the life of one living beings. We need to continue to be loving each other, hating each other, arguing each other. not only in this life, but also in future life, for sure. We don't understand like Buddha because of our own ignorance and attachment. Only by changing from ignorance and attachment to mindfulness and detachment, there will be understanding or believing without doubt. About the endless suffering or endless life cycle guided by Buddha. Movies, war, movie characters, movie writers are just creation, not real. Heroes in the movies are also not real. Villains in the movies are also not real villains. We can understand like this. We all can understand like this. But we all are thinking our intelligence and our life of human beings and the others as real. In fact, our intelligence, our life of human beings, a man or a woman, an educated or an uneducated, old and young, rich and poor, life and death, meeting and departing, all these are just created by ignorance and attachment. Even the real creator, ignorance and attachment are not real. That's why nothing or something, no one or someone, whatever we know, are not real. Only impermanent nature or suffering, only impermanent nature, suffering and not someone, not something, just cause and effect. Or action and the same reaction of ever-changing impermanent nature are real. Because of not knowing the truth of selfless impermanent nature and permanent nature, we are misunderstanding unreality or creation as the truth. Because of the Dhamma or teaching of Buddha and practicing according to Dhamma, now we are able to understand like this by doing all kinds of good deeds and practicing meditation. The truth is really difficult to understand and discover because of attaching on oneself. We are far away from the truth. If you are listening with attachment on oneself, you are sure not to understand like this. Only by detaching from our own understanding, we are easy to understand according to Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. So detachment from ourself, our understanding, and our ability of oneself are really important to detach. Eating, sleeping, and sexual contact are concerned with the life of most of the living beings. Nearly all living beings most of the living beings are busy with eating, sleeping, and sexual contact. That's why eating, sleeping, and sexual contact are the strongest attachment of ourself. In fact, all of eating, sleeping, and sexual contact are just impermanent nature and suffering only, not true or real, just cause and effect or action and the same reaction of ever-changing impermanent nature. Because of attachment on ourself and our eating, sleeping, and sexual conduct, we are attaching or liking and disliking on all these actions of eating or not eating, sleeping or not sleeping, doing sexual conduct or not. Only by practicing mindfulness with detachment, by doing all kinds of good deeds, not only for ourselves but also for the other or all, or to be doing only. We can know more and more about, there will be no knowing or wisdom, which know about the truth of eating, sleeping, and sexual conduct, which are just nothing, just suffering. We are misunderstanding as tasty or good feeling because of attachment. Because of attachment to misunderstand like this. Most of the people in developed country are busy with working for eating, sleeping and sexual conduct, and then busy with preparing for eating, preparing for eating food, sleeping place, and busy with sexual conduct. Only by right understanding, more and more like this, there will be less and less attachment concerned with all these sensual pleasure. For most of the living beings, life is nothing except eating, sleeping, and sexual contact. That's why we are difficult to find the meaning or the truth of the life. In order to know the nothingness or meaninglessness of the life, Buddha guides us to detach from every attachment, especially from attachment concerned with eating, sleeping, and sexual contact. Only by detaching from what we attach most, we can understand the nothingness or meaninglessness or selflessness of the life. And then there will also be right understanding about permanent, impermanent nature and permanent nature also. No need to eat, no need to sleep, no need to do sexual conduct. In Nibbana or permanent nature, because of completeness by itself. No life is complete. That's why we need to eat or to sleep or to survive for long time or to do sexual conduct. In this way, no life is free from suffering. Or impermanent nature. Only permanent nature or Nibbana is Nibbana or real heaven or real freedom or liberation only is fully complete by itself. Nothing to do, nothing to know. No worry, no fear, no attachment, no ignorance. This is the permanent truth discovered by Buddha for all living beings.